Hello and welcome to a new episode of LeadlapTV. Today with Davide Dallara, driver in the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series for Not Only Motorsport. Hi, Davide.
Hi everyone. Hi André.
First things first. What are you going to do in 2022? Are there any plans?
Yeah, the plan is to race again in the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series. I'm working for it. I'm working with my team, Not Only Motorsport, because I will stay with them. So yeah, we are working on it. The biggest problem is always the budget. So we are working on that, but I'm pretty sure I can make it. So yeah, my project is to race again in the NASCAR Pro, as I've done since I started to race in Euro NASCAR. So yeah, that's the plan.
You are quite intense in an intense relationship with Not Only Motorsport. I think you do a lot more stuff than just driving Euro NASCAR for them. Is it right?
Yeah. I started with them in 2019. I was their first driver, one of the first. We started with G1 series, Formula car. I've done some race in Formula 4 with them. And so yeah, we are like a family. We started together, and I want to stay with them. And yes, my project is also to work with them for other projects. So it's more than a racing team. We are cooperating on everything. But anyway, uh, for the biggest part, they are my racing team.
Okay. Let's talk about the 2021 season in the Euro NASCAR Pro. You had some ups and downs during the season. You were not able to defend your Challenger Trophy title, but it was a close race, a close season with all the guys in this special categories. So just talk us through the season from your point of view.
Yeah, the 2021 was a pretty hard season from the start because to compete in the Euro NASCAR Pro you have to be perfect driver with a perfect car, and it was pretty hard, especially after most when I had a big crash that compromised the season because the car was really bad after that crash, and it was economically especially a big problem for me. And then the car, when you have a big crash like that, you have a lot of problem that came that come with the car also in the next races. So that compromised a lot my season, and also a bit the season of Alberto, that was my teammate with the car. And so yes, that was the hardest point. I had the three DNF result that compromised a lot the season. And also I wasn't in the best shape mentally, especially after the crash.
Mhm.
So yeah, that it wasn't a really good season. Also, Enrico Mala is a really good driver, the guy who won the Challenger Trophy.
Yep.
So in the last two races, I was better. I had good results, especially in Zolder, and in Vallelunga we were 6 points, I think, of difference of or four before the last race. But then I was not. I had some problems with the setup. I was a bit in difficult, and he won. But it was a nice season. It was nice to finish 4 points. To have the last race with only 4 points of difference. It's similar to last year with Mauro Trione. But yeah, this year was not really good. But yeah, this is racing. I'm ready for next year, especially with my mind and my body.
You said you talked a lot about your lowest points in the season, but what were the highlights you remember right now?
Yeah, I think my highlights was in Zolder for sure. That I was I was in a good condition. The car was really good because the team. Yeah. I always have to thank my team because they work so hard, especially when I'm a low budget driver, let's say. So we work a lot on what we have, and they always do a incredible job. And in Zolder, we had a really great car, considering also the crash in Most that we had a lot of problems after that. So I did a really good qualifying in Zolder, and also a really good race, especially in race one. I fought with Ulis del Sot and Sini for all the race, and they finished in top 10. So that was for sure my highlights of the season. And yeah, I think their Zolder weekend was a pretty good one.
You talked about being a low budget driver, finding the budget for next week. Just for a lot of fans, they may not know how a driver is working on that part during winter break. So, what are you doing to find these budgets you need to race next season? If you can tell something about that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's the biggest problem of every driver. Except unless you're rich, you have money that you can pay it by yourself. That most of the driver, a lot of driver in the world, in every motorsport class, pay it by themselves, or you have to find sponsors. So talk with companies, talk with brands, try to cooperate with them, work together. You have to. It's a full-time job because you have to study marketing strategies. It's not like 30 years ago when you say, "Yeah, can I have your sticker on the car? You pay me and we race."
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's much more difficult, especially because also after COVID-19, a lot of companies had some financial crisis, so it's really hard to find someone who want to spend and invest on you. So yeah, you have to work a lot on that, and it's pretty hard.
Yeah, I can believe that. I can really imagine that. On the other side, preparation is also to be ready when it's going to be back, when you're going to be back on the racetrack. What are you doing to prepare for the racing?
Yeah, I'm training a lot in the gym. I also am doing kickboxing. So I do a lot of sport to keep in shape. Also because I like to practice sport, but also because if you are in a perfect shape with your body, you are in a good condition. Because as I always say, if your body is tired, also your mind is tired. And motorsport is a mind, especially a mind sport. So you have to be always on focus. So to be ready with your body is one of the most important thing.
Yeah, I've saw it in Formula One and stuff like that. That a lot of drivers have special practices or practice special parts of their body and special muscles. Are you really focusing also on those parts to be perfectly in shape in the car? So you really focus on that part of your body?
Yeah. In Formula One, they works a lot on the neck, especially because they have some crazy G-force on their necks. And so yeah, I don't work a lot on that because on NASCAR car, in GT car, you don't have the same stress on your neck, but it's anyway a part you have to train. You have to train especially the upper part because it's really stressed your core, so abdominals and your, because you are in the seat, you continues to move, and you have to be really solid while you drive. So that's the most important part to train. And also in NASCAR, the biggest problem, the hardest part is the temperature, and you reach also 70 degrees in the car. But you can't train a lot for that unless you go in a sauna and you stay there to train. But so yeah, you just train your body to be the best.
Yeah. Last question about your goals in 2022. When you're back on the grid in the Euro NASCAR Pro, what do you want to achieve with Not Only Motorsport?
Yeah, I want to achieve. We want to achieve a top five results, more than one top five results, and I'm 99% sure I can do it. We are working on the car already because the car needed some good works, especially after the crash, as I told you. And I'm working on myself, so yeah, as I told you, I'm almost 100% sure I can do it. So that's my goal. I can't say to win a race because yeah, in Euro NASCAR Pro to win a race is is really really hard. But a top five result would be a really great result, and I can do it. Especially for me that I started racing 3 years ago. I'm not a so experienced driver. Will be a great result.
We have seen that Navetala won with Not Only Motorsport. It was his and the team's maiden win in Euro NASCAR. Did this bring some extra motivation into the team and also for you that that the team, the car, everybody there is capable of winning?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I was already sure we can win a race because I know really well the team as I told you, and I know especially Luca, the team chief, is a really great engineer, and I know that he works in the right direction. And yeah, the Nave wins was crazy. Also for me, even if I should be happy if I win, but when I saw Nave on the first place, I was happy like I was in because yeah, I'm part of the team, and it was so good to see him on the highest step of the podium. And yeah, it gives us a lot of motivation. We show to everyone that we can win, and we can fight for the top positions.
Perfect. So, just one promise I need from you is when you have 100% confirmation about your cockpit in 2022, you will let me know, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I can't wait to tell you.
All right, perfect. So, thank you so much for joining us here today. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Comment if you have any ideas for next videos. And if you don't want to miss any content here on that channel, hit the subscribe button in this set. Thank you so much, Davide, for joining us. And all of you have a good day. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, André. Bye, everyone. Merry Christmas.